Hello people, it's I Jutso, and if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I am Australia's biggest Lois Lane simp. And I'm not just talking about the new tanned tomboy one in My Adventures with Superman, I'm talking about all of them. Now I can do that again. And I'm not just talking about the new tanned tomboy one in My Adventures with Superman, I'm talking about all of them. And art style and character designs. Lois, oh my god. Damn, Lois. Yeah. But yes, I will go on to the next thing before I go on about Lois and how she was really hot and yeah. Anyway, Lois Lane. She is mommy. Lois Lane is mommy material. 10 out of 10. Best character. No, but seriously, she's always been one of my favorite characters in, like, comics. It's tough to, like, measure where a favorite comic book character would be. There are too many characters, lots of them are good. But Lois Lane, in like most of the things I've seen her in, she's always like, she's just got that attitude that I really like. She even was like, yeah, Lex, I knew you were being controlled the whole time. Even though Lex was kinda acting like himself. So like, she's big brain. And it had Elizabeth/Bitsy Tulik. I think that's how you say her last name. And she's Lois, and Lois. Anyway, that was a bit weird. And Lois. Anyway, and there's Elizabeth's. She was also very nice. I actually initially just was gonna get Tyler's, but then I saw the line for Elizabeth was like non-existent, so I was like, guess I'm gonna get a ticket for that too. Not because I felt bad, it's just because, like, yeah, Lois. Anyway, best wishes, Bitsy Tulik, Lois Lane. She's so good. So good. I have a thing for Lois Lane, in case you guys didn't pick up on that. Like, literally all of them. My favorite one is actually this one over here. Played by Bitsy Tulik. I think that's how you pronounce the name, but yeah. She's from the series Superman and Lois. And there's me in the middle, and there's Tyler Hoechlin, or Hoechlin, or Hoechlin? Tyler as Superman. And together they are the... wait a sec. I'm dying here, guys. Together, they are the best live-action Superman and Lois, in my opinion. Like, they're married, they have some edgy teenage kids. Well, one of them's edgy, the other one's... he's the best person in existence until he becomes a bit edgy later, but then he's fine after that, kinda. Her Lois was really good. I simp for all the Loises, like, this one, she's like the mommy Lois. And then there's also the one in, wait a sec, guys. I'm doing a whole thing here. There's also the one in Battle of the Super Sons. She was also really good. She was also a mother, so that's cool. What? Why am I keep getting sidetracked. But yeah, this was at Supernova back in 2013, I think. 2013, maybe. Yeah, they were really cool. I think I'll just continue stimming, or I'll continue talking about that actually. So, one last thing about those two. Should I get back to Lois Lane? Should I? What's the video about, guys? Wait a sec. I'm just gonna get to these later. But I guess I'll do it now. Also, I finished this book nook. Look at that. It's a train that time travels and stuff. It's really cool. It took quite a few days just because I keep procrastinating and like leaving it. But yeah, it's finished now, and it's cool. And this is my bookshelf of comics and manga and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, so back to the topic at hand. I think this. So this is a really cool Superman comic. For people who actually don't like Superman, I recommend it, because this essentially is set in a mostly normal version of planet Earth, and the main character is called Clark Kent, and he keeps getting like teased about it because he is literally a person who lives in Kansas and like his name is Clark Kent, and he's technically a farmer like his parents are and stuff. His family keep like he hates his parents because his parents are literally named Kent, and they were like, how about we call our son Clark just to be a bit of a memester, to have a little bit of fun. Anyway, so he hates Superman in general. So he's just like you guys who hate Superman. Superman's my favorite hero, so can't relate, but if you read this, you might like it. Because he learns to actually accept his name, and like he does get powers. That happens pretty early on, so it's not a big spoiler. He gets powers, and it's like he basically becomes Superman, and he learns how to deal with that, and he appreciates the character more and stuff. And yeah, I got Bitsy to sign over there. Then I got Tyler to sign over here. And then I also got them to write like little notes inside the comic. Will that focus? I think it's already focused. So at the top, I think the top is from Tyler, and it says, "And I bought a hat," which I assume is a quote from the show. Yeah, it sounds like something he would say. His Superman's a bit of everything. He's a bit of every Superman, kind of like Jerome in Gotham was a bit of every Joker. Yeah, so he's a really good Superman, and the actor, he was so nice. But also, it's weird hearing Americans in real life because they sound like extra American for some reason. It might just be like an Australian perspective there, I don't know. Shit, my throat's dying again. He was really cool. We talked about season 4, which hadn't come out yet. I just wanted to know what was going on with that season, because like there was some drama about it being cancelled and COVID and all of that stuff. But yeah, season 4 ended up being really good actually. And then of course at the bottom, Bitsy actually didn't get too many people like asking for signatures and stuff, which is weird because it's Lois Lane. What are people? She's Lois. She was really cool. She was really nice. And since there was no like big line behind me, I kind of just spoke with her for like a longer time than I probably should have, and she actually gave me like a really good quote that she had in the show. Yeah, this is an example of Lois Lane. This is an example of Lois Lane being kind of based in the show. So let's see. So she wrote it to me. I'm Matt. Oh shit, I'm actually messing up the spine for this comic. It's not good. Okay, so it says, your life falling apart doesn't mean you're special. It means you're human. And I assume, I think that's when she was speaking to Superman about some drama that was happening. That sounds about right, yeah. And then she said, yeah, best wishes, Bitsy Tulip, Lois Lane. And yeah, really cool. But yeah, I recommend this comic to everyone. And I guess before I continue the actual topic, which the whole video is just Superman, me going on about Superman. I'm gonna talk about the new movie in a sec, but wait a sec. Look at this. Look at where is it? Where is oh here it is. So at an earlier Supernova, I couldn't go because I had COVID. But my brother and my friend went, and you know who was there? Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling from Smallville. So I got my brother to sign this comic. I mean, what? I got my brother to get Tom to sign this. Tom Welling. And it's really cool. Like, this and the other comic are some of my prized possessions. He also wrote a note inside. Feel better soon. Wait. Yeah, feel better soon, mate. Tom. Because I had COVID and he wanted me to feel better and stuff. He's cool. He's so cool. And yeah, another comic I recommend for people who hate Superman is this comic. Superman American Alien. It's by Max Landis, and Max is, Max is a bit weird, we all know this, but he makes some good shit. I liked Dirk Gently, Holistic Detective. That show was amazing. I liked Chronicle, I think he did Chronicle. Yeah, and I like this, and I wish he could continue this, but sadly, I don't know, I guess DC was like, nah, or something. So yeah, these two comics, those are my recommendations for Superman comics. I also have I have like a bunch of other comics too, but, actually, I guess I'll show you a few more, because why not? Here we go. This is, this video is very chaotic. But yeah, this is the sealed collector's edition. Wait, no, the Death of Superman 30th anniversary polybag edition. Yeah, and this one is it contains some stuff, dude. Am I gonna open it? Maybe if you guys subscribe and I reach like, I don't know, 100,000 subscribers, then I'll open it, maybe. Yeah, I need money, guys. I guess, okay, wait, so I'll actually get back on track. I'll get back on track. Okay, so let's see my notes. Okay, so I did the intro. I talked about comics, and I'm a big Lois Lane simp. My favorite Lois Lane. And here we go. Okay, back on track, guys. It's been 10 minutes, but I'm back on track. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm a big Lois Lane simp. We all know this now. It's not really a secret. So when I heard that James Gunn had cast someone for Lois Lane, I had to check it out. Wait, no, that's not right. Okay, guys, so we know now that I'm a big Lois Lane simp. So when I heard that James Gunn had cast Rachel... what's her name? Rachel... Ross... I'll just call her Rachel. Rachel as Lois Lane, I had to see for myself if she was yet another peak Lois Lane. Is that the first time I've said peak in my video? That's like a big meme around my friend group. I'm the guy who keeps saying everything is peak. But yeah, no, so I had to see for myself if Lois Lane was cast correctly. In terms of looks, she already looked like Lois Lane. Like, she's got the dark hair, she got the blue eyes. It's Lois Lane, basically. Now, you know what a normal person would do after hearing the casting? They'd just go like, okay, I'm gonna see a quick interview or something, and be like, oh, okay, she seems cool. But what I did was a little bit different. A little bit different. So this, to put this in perspective, this was like, I assume last year, was it? Very early last year or something. It was definitely a bit after James Gunn announced the casting for Lois. But like, I don't know, I kind of just had to process that. But you know what I did right after? I was like, okay, I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna watch all of Miss Maisel. I have Amazon Prime. It sucks that we have ads now, but back then we didn't have ads on Amazon Prime. And then I binged the entire show in the span of 5 or 4 days. It is 5 seasons. I don't know how I did it. I think I was still working. I was still employed then. I don't know how I did it. I mean, I guess each season isn't too long, but like, I must have used some Speed Force hacks to like manipulate time so I could watch all the episodes. Like, as soon as I get home from work, I go to sleep because I did overnight. I wake up semi-early, and instead of getting ready or doing any human normal activities, I just binged the show, and it was so good, dude. Like, I don't remember any of it now, but back when I planned on making this video initially, in my notes I had stuff and I knew all the characters and stuff, but I still remember Midge, the main character, and Susie, the two main characters basically. But my favorite character was definitely the dad, Abe Wiseman. That he was so good. I remember his name. I didn't even look in my notes. I just, like, he was literally me, except he wasn't. But like, maybe if I shaved my hair and like grew my moustache, I could kind of look like him. But like, as a character, he was so cool, and I just went off topic again, but like, I don't know, it was a comedy, but with a hint of drama, and essentially, okay, you guys know the plot. Like, I'm not gonna explain the plot of The Marvelous Miss Maisel to you guys. Is it Miss Maisel or Mrs. Maisel? I need to, oh no, it's been a minute, guys. Yeah, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, sorry about that. But yeah, no, it was a good show. It was set in the 50s. Mrs. Maisel, essentially, her husband wanted to, was it her husband or her fiance? One of those two things. He wanted to be a comedian, a stand-up comedian, so he took her to all the stand-up shows and stuff. But she was funnier than him, and it was a whole thing, and they split up, and like, lots of drama. But essentially, she met this woman Susie, and the two of them basically become this duo where Susie is the manager and Midge, aka, what was her actual name? I just know her as Midge now. But yeah, no, so Midge, she's funny, she has real potential to be a stand-up comedian, but like, a lot of stuff happens, lots of drama, lots of family stuff, lots of fun times, lots of crying, lots of different men showing up. It's the 50s / 60s, it was late 50s to early 60s. The last season was definitely kind of rough and rushed. I mean, it was kind of rushed, but the ending was really how I'd expect it to end, and it was really wholesome and good. And, it was a show. It's quite a show. Yeah, I should have read my actual notes and like actually explained it properly, but what I was essentially trying to do when watching the show, aside from just enjoying the show, was see if Rachel had that Lois Lane energy, that kind of vibe that Lois Lane can bring, where she's got this kind of girl boss attitude. She's also got the accent, like that kind of New York accent, or Jersey. No, I think it's. Is it a Jersey accent? No, I don't know. Probably more of a New York accent. I haven't been to America, guys. But yeah, no, she sounds exactly like archetypal Lois Lane, and she looks it too. The only difference between Midge and Lois Lane is the fact that Lois is a lot tougher mentally, and Midge breaks down like every season. She's constantly like sabotaging her own career every time, and then Susie's gotta like help her out and stuff. That's why Susie is actually the MVP of the whole show, actually. But Abe is a really... he's my favorite character because he's like weirdly funny. He's like a big nerd, but also not at the same time. So cool. Both the dad characters are actually really cool. Like her ex-husband's dad was really... he was extra Jewish. Oh yeah, and they're Jewish, by the way, which actually is interesting when you think about the origins of Superman and how, like, that whole situation. But yes, okay, back on topic. I gotta lock in here, guys. Lois Lane. What can I say? I think Rachel will probably be the most accurate Lois Lane we've had in live action, I think. Yeah, like, wow. Her as Midge was kind of like a hint at what we'd get, but we know from the newer trailers now of the latest Superman trailer, we've seen her kind of go all in on her reporting, and that's good, because that's what we need from Lois Lane. Midge was definitely a bit too vulnerable, which we do get from Lois Lane, but like, Lois is normally like really tough in all sorts of situations. But to be fair, this Lois Lane here, my favorite part about her is that she is kind of like showing different sides to Lois, where she's really tough and she can handle basically everything, but at the same time we see the more vulnerable parts of her, like the situation with I don't want to spoil the show. Guys, watch Superman and Lois, please. She's so good. Superman's so good. They're all good. Maybe not Jordan, but Jordan gets okay at some point. Even Lois's dad, which is... I hope they cast Lois's dad properly in the James Gunn Superman, because he's a character, dude. He's so cool. So overall... yeah, this video is basically just me talking about Superman and stuff, and Lois Lane casting. I think she will do well, and I should just check my notes again just to see if I missed anything. Okay, oh, okay, so in my notes I did say that Midge from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is definitely a bit more feminine than Lois Lane. But of course they're different characters. Midge is just her own character, and she's great. Oh shit, someone's at the door. Wait a sec. Okay, I'm back, guys. Yeah, I just had to let someone in. But anyway, where was I? Shit. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, Midge on her own is a really solid character though. Definitely similar to Lois Lane, but different time period, I guess, depending on the comic, and different personality. Like Lois is also kind of a comedian in her own way, but like she's definitely more tough, and like she's got some of that like army brat type. Army brat, is that a term? I gotta look that up. She's the daughter of like a military dude, so she's a bit tougher and stuff. But yeah, both really cool characters. I was gonna say something else about Midge, but I forgot. Lois is also a feminine character, but she's more kind of like dominant feminine, and Midge is more like... she starts off more sub-feminine. What am I saying? So overall, good casting for Lois. And this is, I know this is very old news, I'm just now getting to it. I guess I'll talk about other casting real quick as well. Like, what's her name? Oh yeah. So we got Millie Alcock as Supergirl, which is other... wait, what? Okay, wait. Okay, so overall, Lois Lane casting, really good. Also recommend watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, because, I mean, I binged that in like 5 days, and it was so good. You guys gotta do it. My favorite character aside from Abe was... I forgot his name, because it's been a minute, but like he's that guy who like died in real life. He was like an actual comedian back in those times. You can see clips, and like the clips of his actual stand-up are very similar to what the actor did in like in the show, and he got his mannerisms down really well, and his like the cadence of how he speaks and everything. But yeah, that guy, really cool character, I loved him. But anyway, so the casting, the more recent casting aside from Lois Lane casting, which I guess they're both kind of not recent anymore because I'm very late to this. But yeah, Millie Alcock as Supergirl. Now, she's got a new show on Netflix called Sirens, I think, and I guess that has her with an American accent, which is what I assume she'll have as Supergirl. But when I think about it, Kryptonians are normally kind of British, so maybe she might just have like a British accent. Is she a British? Is she a British actress? Oh, even better, she's an Australian actress. Wow. So she could do like any accent, really. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the casting, looks-wise, she looks like Supergirl. She's got the blonde hair. It's kind of short. She's got the blue eyes. She looks like Supergirl, and we definitely know she can pull off that like really rageful type character. Like Supergirl gets really angry a lot. She gets aggro. She was a Red Lantern at some point. But we do know that the Supergirl movie is coming out next year, or like at some point after the Superman movie. The Supergirl movie will come out, and it will be based on this comic, which I have not read yet, but Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. It is a really cool comic about, like, it's got a space survival vibe, and I mean, if the movie basically just is the comic, then I think we're good. We're set. The casting seems fine. We gotta see how the Superman movie you gotta see how the Superman movie does, though. Hopefully it's successful. Hopefully it's actually good. Like, if it's not successful, but it's actually a good movie, at least we'd have that. James Gunn has not missed so far. Like, Peacemaker, The Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Scooby-Doo movies. Hell yeah. Yeah, he hasn't missed, so I'm excited. I mean, I guess Creature Commandos was kind of just okay, but like the animation was good, and I like that it focused on unique characters. I'm actually wondering how he'd do like an Animal Man movie or a show. That would be interesting. But overall, that casting is really good. Next, I guess I should talk about Lex Luthor and Superman. Superman's casting, he seems like Superman, like he seems fine. People are kind of memeing on him, being really mean, and just negative. They just kind of want Henry Cavill to show up again, but that's not gonna happen. But yeah, he seems fine. And then Lex Luthor, that guy, that actor whose name escapes me at the moment, let's just say he's gonna be really cool as Lex. I don't know, we need to see more, because so far we've just seen like him looking really angry and like just being really petty about Superman just existing. There's like one shot that can be used like easily for any type of meme, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I guess this was all my my thoughts on the Superman stuff. I'll let you guys know what I think of the actual movie when it comes out. That's gonna be it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna have to round up all the boys to actually see it. Hopefully everyone's free. You might also see like Fantastic Four on the same day. Hopefully both of those are good. Was there anything else that I needed to talk about? Any other Superman movie news? Oh, well, not really, but more recently, on the Michael Rosenbaum podcast thing that he does, like he interviews random actors and directors and such. He interviewed Tyler Hoechlin, and then he interviewed Bitsie Tulloch back to back, I think, and that was really interesting. I haven't seen the Bitsie Tulloch one, which is weird because like I'd be more interested in that one. No offense to Tyler. Tyler's cool, and he was cool in that one. He seems kind of like a workaholic, which is pretty sick. Can't relate, but like, yeah. Anything else? The new trailer was cool. I also like that Alan Tudyk, is that how you say his name? Alan Tudyk? He voices one of the Superman robots. That was cool. Anything else? Oh, I guess Mr. Terrific is in it. We all know that. We got some really cool Guy Gardner moments. We got him going like, and then some dude and like a tank behind him just get flipped over. Was it a tank? It's been a minute since I've seen the trailer. I also like that we get Lois actually interviewing Superman properly, like she's being serious, and he's kind of crashing out. He's like, oh no, I didn't want this to be an actual interview. No, Lois, why? No, but it was good though, because like you actually see that he's a good dude that actually just wants to help people, and he's not like worried about all the politics and all the stuff that he has to like go through to actually save people. He's just saving people, which is it's really cool. You also get Metamorpho. I like that the suit or whatever it is practical, just makeup and stuff, which is really cool. And yeah, I've been holding this whole time. This is the Superman Rebirth Omnibus, and yeah, it's something that I didn't have when I got my other comics signed by the parent versions of Lois and Superman. So that kind of sucks. I mean, I got a pretty good comic signed by them, so I'm happy with that, but like, this is technically the comic that has like Superman as a dad and stuff, so, but I mean, I guess it would have been tough to lug this around during a convention, so either way, it is fine, and I also recommend reading that as well. Really cool. It's really wholesome, I mean, like, very wholesome comic. How do I end this? Anyway, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you're excited for the new Superman movie. I know I am. I just want to see a new Lois Lane, to be honest, guys. Anyway, goodbye. Yeah, goodbye, guys. Peace. Hello, people. Jutso here, and if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I'm Australia's biggest Lois Lane simp. And I'm not just talking about the new one in Superman. Wait, what? I gotta do that again, guys. Hello, people. Jutso here, and if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I'm Australia's biggest Lois Lane simp. And I'm not just talking about the new tan tomboy one from My Adventures with Superman, I'm talking about all of them.
I've been in my way, somewhere with the waves, in a prop place with some poppin' rays, thinking of you.